Mark Camp is spending half of your spring break with other Northwest Intervarsity student and staff, just diving into the book of Mark. So there's Mark 1, which is studying the first half of the book of Mark, and then Mark 2, which is the second half. And basically almost the entire day, you're just really diving deep into the Word. So kind of like what we do for a small group at Scripture Study, but it's not just at night, it's morning, after lunch, and after dinner, which might seem kind of daunting and exhausting, but it actually, in the end, is really life-giving. So yeah, it's really fun. So I went to both Mark 1 and Mark 2, and I really enjoyed both times because it kind of gave me a glimpse of what manuscript study was intended to be like. Just being constantly surrounded by a community to talk about the Word and questions and just kind of bounce off ideas and concepts with each other was really nice. But I think one of the big things that I got out of Mark Camp was just learning about the real Jesus and his real mission. I think for me, growing up in the church, I kind of know, the stories of Jesus and what he is, and like for me growing up, Jesus was more kind of like an add-on. He was someone I would lean on when I was sad or anxious, but at Mark Camp that completely changed my view of him, because the way that they set it up is that they have you come in with fresh eyes, and then they also give us context and background knowledge so that we read it as if we were the audience back then, or like the intended audience, and they give us the context of what was happening during that time. And so we really get immersed in that story, which makes Jesus's ministry and everything that he does a lot different and a lot more real. And so I think going through that helped me realize that, yeah, following Jesus is not just an add-on, it's a complete life change. And I think that kind of shocked and disturbed me, because it's something uncomfortable, it's like Jesus wants to transform me from the inside out, and I was not expecting that, I guess, from Mark Camp. But I think it was really good because not only did it Mark Camp show me the cost of following Jesus, but also how much he has to offer when you do choose to follow him, and just how it's so worth it in the end. Yeah, so that was just my personal takeaway from my experience. You should go to Mark Camp, it's really fun. Find the link to register at AAIVUW.com.